Boss. We've received a back-channel request from Langley. We're to find a piece of new American military hardware that's gone missing in the mountains of Afghanistan. It's a difficult mission, but I'd say you're back in top form by now. Check your iDroid for the details.
Good to see you, boss.
Please select a mission.
If we're going to expand Mother Base, we need more manpower. And not just for combat roles either. R&D, the support unit, intel, each demands a different set of skills. If we want to achieve what we've set out to do, Diamond Dogs has got to get stronger. There's a Soviet engineer I want to have join us. He was the one who built your prosthesis. With him on our side, who knows what sort of enhancements he'll come up with for it. He tried to defect but didn't make it, and now he's being held prisoner at Waksin Barracks. Find this engineer and get him out. Having him on our R&D team will go a long way to helping Diamond Dogs grow.
Marker placed. Please select a mission. Marker removed. Marker removed. Please select a mission.
We need more manpower, boss.
Please select landing zone confirmed.
Roger.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is B-Quad. On station at LZ. Gaining altitude.
Side ops list
Boss,
updated.
We received a back-channel request from Langley. We're to find a piece of new American military hardware that's gone missing in the mountains of Afghanistan. It's a difficult mission, but I'd say you're back in top form by now. Check your iDroid for the details.
Mission accepted. Heading to Afghanistan. Deploying.
The Soviet engineer is being held prisoner at the Waksin barracks. You need to find him and get him out. He tried to defect from the base camp up north, but it didn't work out. Now they're holding him at Waksin. He's offered his technical skills to us as long as we can guarantee his safety. You have to extract the target.
Your target just happens to be the man who developed your prosthetic hand. He's the only one capable of maintaining it. If we bring him in, I'm sure he'll be able to modify it in all kinds of ways as well.
The map has been updated.
Be careful down there, boss.
Say, boss. You see many animals in the field. Truth is, an environmental MGSV. That's the Waksin barracks. The target is somewhere inside that outpost. The Soviets consider him a traitor now, so he'll be treated like any other prisoner. He's coming too. Roger that.
Now, I've been sitting there listening to you, and I have not disagreed with you yet. That's why I don't understand why so many people dislike you. Like I've heard, I've heard people say they don't want you around young black boys because of your hate-filled, erratic, and negative reinforcing persona.
No. Well, first off, I got to say, I get a lot of love from my community. Gotcha. I'm one of the most requested speakers in the country, so I get love. I'll be in Harlem on October 4th, Brooklyn October 7th, and I got to give a shout-out to New York because New York and Chicago really helped make Dr. Umar Johnson what Absolutely. I am. Those type of comments are coming from a select few group of folk who disagree with some of my political positions. One of them is multiculturalism. I'm not a multiculturalist. And the reason I'm not a multiculturalist is because multiculturalism has been used to attack the black agenda. The reason they want African Americans to pay attention to everybody else's issues instead of their own is a way to detract from ours. We didn't get the Civil Rights Bill being multicultural. We got the Civil Rights Bill by advocating for discrimination against African Americans. That's not to say you can't have collaborations with organizations representing other cultures. Nothing wrong with that. But you need to make sure you're sticking to your agenda because everyone does. Okay, the Jewish community sticks to their agenda. Latino community sticks to their agenda. Arab, Asian, East Indian, they stick to their agenda. And African Americans have this issue of always wanting to include everyone else. And in the end, you get what you got with the Civil Rights Bill, a situation where everyone else benefits more from something your ancestors died for.
That's why when you hear somebody say Black Lives Matter, people say, no, all lives matter.
And what does that do? When you say all lives matter, it takes attention off the fact that police are selectively exterminating African American males. All lives do matter. But we're talking about the black ones that tend to get overlooked. Whenever a black boy is murdered by the police, the first thing they say on the news is, well, you know, he stole a soda, or he was in juvenile incarceration 5 years ago. He was suspended 50 times. Does that justify the life being taken?
Absolutely not.
You see, so because I'm unapologetically African and I don't push the multiculturalism, that becomes an issue. Another issue, obviously, is the LBGT issue. Okay.
Yeah, you said some interesting things about homosexuality.
But here's my thing.
You said, how can you prepare for war with white supremacy when you want to have sex with the white man?
True. But here's the thing. But hear me on this. I want to clarify this, though, Ivy. Let me clarify this.
No, you got all the time you need.
Because I don't hate nobody. You understand? And as a therapist, I do therapy with homosexual males all the time. And for a lot of them, one of the precipitating issues that led to the homosexuality was childhood molestation by an adult when they were still a child. So I have an empathy for that. So I'm not going to go around ridiculing somebody because they gay or lesbian or bisexual, because I know there's issues in their childhood that help bring that about. But at the same time, I reserve the right to say, I don't think this is in the best interest of my community. I don't hate you, but I'm not going to support it because I don't see the long-term benefit of practicing this type of behavior.
Do you think people can be born gay?
No, I don't. And there's no conclusive evidence to that point.
Wow, you know, a lot of gay people say they were born that way. They said that, you're saying
a lot of murderers
people...
say they were born murderers. A lot of pedophiles say they were born pedophiles. So if we're going to say there's a gay gene, we're going to have to open up the conversation and say that there's a pedophile gene, which means if I molest children, I shouldn't go to jail because after all, it was in my DNA.
What did I
Be
say
careful
yesterday?
about opening up one door. You got to open up all them doors.
What did I say yesterday? I said if you keep acting like that, in about 15 years, people going to be like, oh, pedophilia is just
Well,
something you
Well,
do.
no, hold on. Being a pedophile is illegal. Being a homosexual is not illegal.
Well, true, but guess what? When the DSM-5 came out last year, that's the Bible of diagnoses, they say they accidentally put pedophilia in as a sexual orientation. Having sex with kids accidentally was not listed in the DSM as an illness. They had to quickly fix to change that. And I think they did that on purpose because there's an organization called the North American Association for Man and Boy Love. They're trying to normalize and legalize pedophilia.
Oh, no, we got to blow them up
It's
right
on the
now.
internet.
We
North
gotta-
American
they gotta go.
Association.
That sounds
No, they gotta
crazy.
die.
Oh, my goodness. In
No,
fact,
no.
it's already been predicted that when the next DSM comes out, pedophilia will be normal behavior.
We need to drop a
Remember,
bomb on them
homosexuality
right
was once mental illness up until 74. They changed it in 74. Some people thought homosexuality would never be considered normal in 74.
But it was never illegal.
It was never illegal. But here's the thing. Once you say something is normal, it's easy to make it legal. So if this pedophilia piece gets accepted as normal behavior,
now. No way.
okay,
So you don't
that's a
think-
step toward.
Death to all
So you don't think
pedophiles.
gay people were born gay? You think that they
No,
were, there's
totally
a reason why they
environmental.
became gay, whether they were touched as a child,
Learned behavior, you
or
Yes.
learned behavior. Really?
Yeah, most of them, not exclusively. But I find three major reasons for homosexuality and lesbianism. Number one, the absentee of that same-sex parent. When a boy, opposite-sex parent, no, same-sex parent. When a boy doesn't get the love of his father, that can create a thirst in him for
wanna be
masculine energy. No, stay with me.
I'm saying what you.
What he wants is a father. He wants that because a boy has a love affair with his dad, not sexual, but psychological.
Right.
Your dad is who makes you a man.
Right.
If that dad was not there to do that, sometimes your thirst, your desire for that parental masculine supervisory figure can lead you to hunt for it. And what is nothing more than a love or need for a father gets misunderstood and reinterpreted by popular culture as your desire to have sex with that man.
Is that what Lil Wayne called baby daddy?
Probably. You see,
Guy will throw anything left. Go ahead, man.
but you follow me on that.
Yeah, I'm following.
You see, I didn't have my father. I still need that validation from a man. When I get older, I'm looking at men and I'm craving his love.
Is that true?
Oh, this happens. You think it's homosexuality. It's not homosexuality. You just need that masculine nourishment that you never got. Same thing with the girl. She never had a mom. She's still thirsty for that. But I will say this with females. Lesbianism is often triggered, okay, by abuse, sexual, physical, and verbal by males. And a lot of teenage lesbian sisters who were not sexually assaulted end up becoming lesbian because of this growing hatred and dissatisfaction with black manhood and what it can do for them. And even for other cultures, for a growing dissatisfaction with the role that the man is playing. So, for example, when I talk to the lesbian students in the schools, they'll tell me, I know I wasn't born gay. I chose this, Dr. Umar, because men ain't no damn good.
Well,
I've been raped, I've been beat, I've been abused. My daddy ain't been there. Why do I want to be with one of y'all? I'd rather be with a woman.
Well, it's the flip side, too. A lot of girls are dabbling in it now because the guys think it's cool. I think it's cool for girls.
Yeah,
to
you
do
can
that
get
for girls.
turned out into it. I've seen that too. Children with low self-esteem, outsiders, they are particularly susceptible to being recruited by the lesbian and gay gangs because they're outsiders.
But also because sometimes men, in order to keep a man, they're like, well, he can't just be with me, so I'm going to get down with the program, and I'm going to sleep with other women too because I know that's what he wants. He wants to have threesomes.
I see it. I hear a lot of that stuff of women doing stuff, even
Kinda
adult
high,
women, doing things that they man want, all this freaky deaky 2-3 women stuff. The relationship ends, and now she feels hurt because I've done something extra that I'm ashamed about with a man I'm no longer with. You see, but the thing with women in relationships, Okay, they need to come to the relationship with rules. They need to know what principles, what I'm not willing to do, regardless, because if you're not married to him, he can walk away at any moment. He could do the same thing in marriage, but at least there's some semblance of a commitment. But to be doing all this sexual
Остаемся на чеку. Прием! Это КП. Понял. Будьте бдительны. Не позволяйте им напасть на вас. Конец связи. Понял. Будьте начеку. Выкурите врага. Конец связи. КП-2. Поиски закончены. Противник не обнаружен. Прием. Это КП. Понял. Будьте наготове. Конец связи.
You have arrived at your destination.
КП, это 54. У нас тут труп. Ищите нарушителей. Прием. Это КП, понял. Усилить безопасность и найти нарушителя. Конец связи. Избавиться от чужака. Конец связи.
suppressor is worn out. That gun will be as loud as any other now. If you have to shoot, be careful.
Неизвестные выстрелы! От вас сказать не могу! Прием! ЛКП, понял. Всем подразделениям, быть начеку. Конец связи.
You gotta extract him.
Понял. Будьте начеку. Выкройте врага. Конец связи.
You've entered a building. Always keep an escape route in mind when you head indoors. If you get surrounded, you'll have nowhere to run.
captured.
That's the target.
Почему? Это протез. Я его сделал. Это мой шедевр.
Great. If there's nothing in the way overhead, you should be able to fold him.
Скучно.
Target extraction confirmed. Your objective's complete. Exfiltrate out of the hot zone by chopper or on land.
Please select a support helicopter
Roger.
requested. Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Development project has been added.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is B-Quad. On station at LZ. Gaining altitude.
Exfiltrated.
All right, you're out of the hot zone. No enemy forces in pursuit. Mission complete.
Development project has been added.
Yes, mission complete. The engineer we rescued has been extremely cooperative. The guys on the R&D team are glad to have him aboard. Thing is, his specialty isn't mechanics, but something called bionics, engineering based on biology. He's already submitted a proposal for modifying your prosthetic arm. If you're interested, go ahead and give the development order. By connecting your iDroid to the onboard computer, you turn the chopper into your own Aerial Command Center, or ACC. Some elements of staff assignment and R&D of weapons and items can only be performed from there. Take as long as you need to consider all your options.
Please specify a project. Please specify a project. Please specify a project.